Hey guys, this is Not Lambers of Invoked 101. Welcome back, and today we're taking a look at the updated post-Burst of Destiny Evil Twin deck profile. I am super excited to be taking a look at this. Evil Twins, as you guys know, is one of my favorite decks. It's a deck I've been playing a lot ever since it came out, really, and especially after we got the Sunny Snitch spell card. Like, that gave the deck a huge buff, and you may be noticing this is a brand new card for the main deck. And of course, I do have, again, thanks to my boy James, I do have another copy. Also, big shout out to Lucky for hooking me up with like a really good deal on the first copy of this at the pre-release. So big shout out to my to my boys Lucky and James. But yeah, beautiful card, super excited. This is the card that Evil Twin players have been waiting for, and it's super good. The deck is still a decent rogue pick, and I'm super excited to show this off. Before we get into it, of course, if you feel like supporting the channel, down in the description there's going to be links to our Teespring, where you can get our Invoked 101 merch, as well as our Speedroid merch, and I think even Mio has some merch up on that page now, as well as joining the Discord. We're starting to have tournaments there, so if you want to start joining in on that, you can click that link down there. And as well, if you want to support the channel in another way, you can also go onto yourplaymat.com through the link in the description. If you click that link, it'll give you 10% off your order, whether that be custom playmats, custom sleeves, whatever you pick out on there, it'll give you 10% off. But yeah, with that all said, I think that's everything other than our social media links. I'm going to set the extra deck and the spells and traps off to the side, and we're going to get right into it. I'm super excited for this profile. So starting us off, of course, we were playing one Evil Twins, Kiss, Kill, and Lila. This card initially wasn't super great, but because of the new Link monster, this card becomes really useful. And I'll talk a little bit more about it whenever we get there, but its main effect is that it can't be normal summoned or set, and it has to be summoned from your hand or graveyard. That or graveyard part is really important. By attributing 2 Link monsters, if this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. If your opponent controls 3 or more cards, they must send cards to the graveyard until they control 2. You can only use this effect of Evil Twins, Kiss, Kill, and Lila once per turn, and while you have a Kiss, Kill in your graveyard and you have a Lila in your graveyard, this card gains 2,000 attack and defense. So it doubles its stats, go to 44. But the reason the graveyard thing is important is because we can actually get this out of our grave extremely easily. So we're gonna set that off to the side. Of course, we're still playing 3 of the stock twins, 1 Kiss Kill or 3 Kiss Kill, 3 Lila. Of course, what these guys do is on normal or special, if you don't control the other one, you're allowed to special the other one, which is really nice. Both are level 2 Cyburst. They're light and dark, respectively. This one's a dark, which is really, the combo is dark. The combination one is dark, but the new Link 4 is light, which is kind of cool. But yeah, then we also have 2 Lila Treat and 2 Kiss Kill Frosts. So what these ones do, Kiss Kill Frost says if you control a Lila, you can special summon it, and Lila says if you control a Kiss Kill, you can special summon it. So really useful. And then they each do a thing from the graveyard. Kiss Kill says if you control an Evil Twin Link monster, or actually if you control an Evil Twin monster and your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand, you can banish it and draw a card. Lila Treat says if you take damage from an Evil Twin or whatever, you're allowed to banish it from the graveyard and reduce a monster on your opponent's field by the amount of damage you took, which is pretty cool. So yeah, those are really nice, and that's it for the main deck monsters. It's a really low monster count because these are all you need. This one is the only Garnet of the deck, really, and even then, like I said, the Link monster allows you to dump it out of your hand too, so it makes it slightly less Garnety, but you can also just ditch it to the grave and whatnot and shuffle it back, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. For hand traps, I played 3 Ash and 3 Effect Veiler. These are just really good right now. This is what the main stuff is. Of course, you know, Ghost Ogre is going to be coming into the format, and I was actually slightly struggling to fill this deck up with stuff. So, you know, if you want to change out some stuff that you see in this profile, feel free to, because of course this is just to show you guys how I'm playing the deck. Anyways, that's it for the monsters. The 3 Ash, 3 Effect Veiler, and then the twins. That's it. Like I said, pretty low monster count. Moving into the spells and traps, we're starting off with, of course, 3 secret password. This is the spell and trap searcher, and then it says if you control a Kiss Kill monster and a Lila monster, you can add 1 Evil Twin monster from your deck to your hand, which doesn't really matter because the only thing it can search is this, and you almost never want to search this. So like, I understand why it's on there, because it's from the original wave of support from Genesis Impact, but that part doesn't matter. The part that matters is that it searches the spells and traps, such as the Rhoda for the deck, or I guess this is more of a 10 key, Sunny Snitch. It's a continuous spell card. On activation, lets you search a live twin, and then while you control an evil twin monster, each time your opponent normals or specials, you gain 2 and your opponent takes 2. Card is nuts, and it stacks. It is a hard once per turn on activation, but the effect does stack. It's really nice. Then lastly, we're playing triple evil twin, or not evil twin, live twin home. This is the E-Telly for the deck. You discard a card and special summon a Kiss Kill or Lilla from your deck. Also for the rest of this turn, it locks you into evil twin monsters from the extra deck, which is kind of unfortunate, but like sometimes that's what you got to do. And now with the new Link 4, that restriction is a lot lighter. Like just the Link 4 coming into existence made that restriction way lighter. 2 of spells, triple tactics talent. This is, you could play crossouts, you can put called by in here if you want. You could really replace these with whatever you want. These were in the tins, so I do know they're going down in price. Same with crossouts. I've seen crossouts going down. But yeah, if you want to play, if you have droplets, I used to play droplets in this deck, as you know. I should have put those in here, but they're currently in something else right now. Even though these were out of bugs was more available to me than the other deck. But yeah, so I would play droplets, but I know that you guys, not everyone has that card. Because droplets is nuts in this deck, being able to send the twins and bring it back. It's crazy. Yeah. Then for one-ofs, 1 Pot of Avarice to shuffle back our extra deck, and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for that main deck out. But yeah, that's it. And like I said, you could switch out, really you could switch these for anything. I do recommend Pot of Avarice pretty strongly though, because being able to shuffle back the extra deck twins when you start getting into that grind game, going like game 1, it is useful, but also like it's a side out card. Anyways, starting us off for the traps, 1 Evil Twin Challenge. Evil Twin Challenge is pretty all right. This is the Monster Reborn for Evil Twins. And then I'm also playing 1 Present. Another thing about Challenge is now that we do have the Link 4, it actually does have like a valid target. It says, immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon 1 Evil Twin Link monster using only monsters you control. That's a lot better now because we can actually resolve it and go into a decent monster. Present says if you control a Kiss Kill and a Lilla, you can do one of the effects. You can either trade monsters, you can target a Kiss Kill or Lilla you control and a face-up monster your opponent controls and switch them, or you can target a set back row your opponent controls and shuffle it into the deck, which neither of these are great, and I still prefer to Challenge, but Present I feel moving forward with the Link 4 is this does become a lot better. Then for other trap cards, I'm playing 2 Ice Dragon's Prison still. This is the deck I've chosen to play this in, especially with stuff moving out of the format. Ice Dragon's Prison is pretty cool, especially when your opponent especially with Tri-Brigade, when your opponent starts dumping all the stuff and then they special summon the Crass. You flip this, get the kit, banish the kit and the Crass. I know it's a temporary solution, but hey, it stops them from going into that Link 2 guy. So yeah, 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. Then I'm also playing triple Compulse because I hate normal summons. I don't like the Torrential Tribute in this deck. I do prefer Compulse. There was a hot minute where I played Dogmatica Punishment, and that was a mistake. So I'm playing the Compulse again. I'm playing the Compulse like I should have, just because it stops normal summons. Mainly, that was originally for Prank Kids, but now that Prank Kids are out of the format, this can hit Tri-Brigade. It can hit a number of stuff that really needs its normal summon. Then I'm playing Triple Impermanence, because Triple Imperm is Triple Imperm, and we need all the negation we can get with this deck, since it has none. That's it for the main deck. That is it for the main. And I think this main is solid. It's about as solid as it was previously, and I'm really happy with where my version of this deck is. I do miss playing Enemy Controller. I think Enemy Controller is super cool. That's another budget tech choice. If you don't have Tactics or Droplet or whatever, Enemy Controller is a really good tech choice. But yeah, moving into the extra deck, of course, we have 2 Evil Twin Trouble Sunny, the new Link 4, the card that all Evil Twin players were excited about. This is super cool. It is unfortunate that they're not demons, but I guess since the Evil Twins kind of look like they're demons, I guess that kind of fills that requirement. But like, you know. Anyway, yeah, these guys are super cool. Their effect is they need 2+ monsters, including an Evil Twin. It has a quick effect. You contribute this card, special summon up to 1 Kiss Kill and 1 Lilla monster from your graveyard, and then you can banish this card from your graveyard. Not a quick effect, this is a new effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, send 1 Evil Twin monster from your hand, deck, or face up field to the graveyard. That is cost. It is cost to send, so they cannot ash this. Then it says, send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. You can only use each effect of Evil Twin Trouble Sunny once per turn. And it's 33. This thing is huge, and it's a Dragoon out. If you bait the first negate, you have this in your graveyard, you just banish it, you send this, and then you spin back the Dragoon. You just send it straight to the graveyard. It's nuts. This thing is crazy, and I'm super excited for how this is gonna interact with the new stuff. Like it's nuts. Then of course, following that up, we do have the standard lineup, 3 Lilla, Evil Twin Lilla, and 3 Evil Twin Kiss Kill, which have the effects of, if they're on the field as a quick effect during the main phase, if you do not control their opposite, you can special summon their opposite from the graveyard, non-targeting. Very important to remember that it does not target, even though your opponent's gonna call by this one anyways. But it is important, it is an important distinction. And then when they're special summoned while you control the opposite one, Kiss Kill will draw a card and Lilla will pop a card. Then for other links, I'm playing 1 IP Masquerena. This card is insane. Also really good for the combo. I know I've said everything in this deck is insane. It's because it really is. This deck is crazy. 1 IP Masquerena, because you can still do the Evil Twin combos that I've showed off previously. You can still do that kind of stuff. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, because you can go into it off of Masquerena, and that's really good. And then you can start co-linking with the Evil Twins and whatnot, so that's really nice. Then I played 1 Unchained Abomination. Of course, we're still playing this just because we can go into it, and it is still really good, especially if you can make this or with the twins, but especially if you know you're gonna need those extra pops instead of going into Trouble Sunny. Even though Sunny is really, really good, she's more so for damage, just swinging over stuff, because she is bigger than Abomination. Then lastly, another card that Trouble Sunny is bigger than, Underworld Goddess. This is another reason that we're playing IP. Underworld Goddess is back in the deck. I'm no longer playing the Link Disciple, Link Devotee combo, because that's what these guys kind of chewed up. They took those slots, and so Goddess is back in the extra deck, and I missed this card. There was a lot of times where I was like, oh my god, I wish I had the Underworld Goddess in my extra, and now I have it back in my extra, so hopefully those times where I needed it, but didn't have it, are gone. So then I played 1 Crumble Logos, 1 Downard, and 1 Zeus. This is pretty standard. This should be Centuria. I don't have Centuria, but Crumble Logos is also a negate while it's on the field, and it's 22, so it's kind of big and it fulfills the requirement. The only problem is that you can make Centuria if you have 2 light monsters and your opponent like Gozen's you. Like you can make that under Gozen or a Rivalry, whichever. Not whichever, but you can make it under Gozen. Crumble Logos you can't, because I mean, I get if you're under Rivalry you can because it's a zombie and you have 2 zombies in your deck, but you have 2 zombies, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, I played this because it's a negate, and also you can slap Downard. It also can use more than 2 materials. It's 2+ materials. So if you have that many, you can just go into it, attack, negate something, attack, and then start slapping stuff on top of it, which is really, really nice. But yeah, that is what I play. And that is it for the extra. I love Evil Twins. It's one of my favorite decks that's come out recently. I think this deck came out in 2020. I don't think it came out in 2021. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite decks that's come out. This one and B Trooper are definitely like just up there for me right now. These decks are crazy good. Like this B Trooper, Phantom Knight, those decks are nuts. I'm super excited that I have them and I'm able to play them. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this deck in the comments below. The next video I should have up for you guys is a new Sous Ship profile. I'm really excited for that one. I've been setting stuff aside for that, and that hopefully will turn out pretty good. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.